Today we are here to learn new chapter number 4, that is jigs and fixtures. I am Mr. P.P. Vangav, lecturer in Department of Mechanical Engineering at Shared Institute of Technology, Polytechnic, Yedra. Coming to the content, before just seeing the content, I would like you to like and subscribe my channel. So, what are the contents? Contents are: what is a jig and fixture, what are the different components of jig and fixture, and what are the types of jig. Okay, in this lecture we will be seeing only half the parts of jig, and remaining parts or remaining types of jig we will be seeing in the next video lecture. So starting, what are jig and fixture? Jig and fixtures are those devices which are used to facilitate production work, making interchangeable pieces of work possible at saving the cost of production. A jig is a guiding device and a fixture is a holding device. Okay, so as explained by Mr. P.J. Patil sir, that what are jigs and fixtures? Jigs and fixtures are mostly that devices that are used to locate and hold the devices such as work pieces for ease of production, that is to increase the production work. Now, where are these jigs and fixtures used? The jigs and fixtures are basically used where there is a repetitive production work, or simply you can call there is a same operation performed n number of times on different work pieces. Okay, so these both jigs and fixtures are such devices where work pieces are placed to locate the workpiece and also to clamp or to exert the clamping pressure or to exert the holding pressure in such a way that the degrees of freedom are restricted and the workpiece is located at proper location with respect to the axis of motion. Now, what is a fixture? As I said earlier, fixture is a device that is used to restrict the degrees of freedom that will cause the workpiece to stably locate over a machining table so that machining operation can be carried out easily. Now here, jigs and fixtures are used to locate and hold the workpiece that to be machined. Also, jigs are that devices that are used for guiding, setting and supporting the tools. The major example of a jig is used for a drilling operation, where there are multiple holes or repeated holes of same diameter or multiple holes of different diameter that are to be drilled in a certain workpiece. At that time, a drilling jig can be used. So, fixtures also can be used where you have to hold such devices where there are drilling or any other machining operation is to be repeatedly carried out. Now here, why there is necessity of a jig and fixture? Jig and fixture is necessary because whenever a operator is operating on a drilling machine or any machining for machining any workpiece, at that time there is chances that the operator may not know each and every point or each and every dimensions or each and every locations of the workpiece or exact location of certain machining operation. Hence, you have to arrange the workpiece on a machining table in such a way that the degrees of freedom are restricted, the clamping is to be done properly, that will always restrict the degrees of freedom, and also it will help in machining at a greater rate, that means increasing production rate. This is because whenever there are operators machining the certain workpiece, at that time that causes the workpiece to be machined at a faster rate. Now, why this is necessary? As this concept we have seen in the last chapter, that is foolproofing. Foolproofing means arranging the locating and clamping devices in such a way that the orientation and the clamping objects or clamping devices or locating devices are arranged such a way that the object, when it is placed on the machining table, it is placed in the desired direction and at the desired location. That will always help to machine or to carry out machining operations at an easy rate and also as a faster rate. Okay. Also, you can see a jig and a fixture is nothing but a design consideration. Here, a jig and a fixture can be designed separately for each and every particular job. That is the form, or you can say the type of jig and fixture used, that varies for different jobs depending upon the requirement and the workpiece to be machined. Now in the figure you can clearly see on the left hand side there is a jig, on the right hand side there is a fixture. Now here the locating and clamping principle, that is 3 to 1 principle of location is used. That is 3 pins on the x-axis, or simply you can say 3 pins located at the bottom, 2 pins located from the sideways and 1 pin located from the another sideways. This will help to restrict the degrees of freedom. Out of 9 degrees of freedom out of 12 degrees of freedom are locked here, and the other 3 degrees of freedom that are not possible to be restricted, because if those degrees of freedom are restricted then there may be a problem for the machining center, or simply you can say the tool, to get in contact with the workpiece. So here you can see in the left hand side, upper side, a plate is placed and a drilling bush or a jig plate is placed, where in the jig plate there is a bush. Now what does carry out here? A jig carries out here the function of guiding as well as supporting the tool, so that will be easily the machining operation or the drilling operation that is to be carried out, that operates at a proper location where the workpiece is to be placed. Now what does a fixture do? Just remember students, whenever you are learning the concept of a jig, always keep in mind that drilling jig or drilling operation is the best example for a jig. That is, the function of a jig is mostly to guide and support and locate the tool at a particular or accurate location, so that machining is done repeatedly and with a faster rate. Now what is a fixture? A fixture is nothing but, as I said earlier, a fixture is nothing but a holding device which holds or clamps the workpiece at a certain location, so that the degrees of freedom are restricted and thus the accurate location of the workpiece is assured. So you can see there are different components of a jig and fixture that we will be seeing in the next part. So from this slide it is clear that a jig is a basic device that is used, which consists of a plate and a bushing, which will always guide the tool and support the tool for repeated operations, and a fixture is that device which holds and clamps the workpiece and helps the workpiece to locate on the machining table at a proper or accurate location. Now coming to the next slide, what are the components of a jig? You can see the components of a jig and fixture. There is a jig bracket, there is a clamping screw which is placed from the upper side. You can clearly see here, that is, a jig is consisting of a plate and a jig bush, through which your drilling tool will guide and machine the workpiece placed at the bottom at a proper and a desired location. Now there are also locating pins that are placed at the sideways. There at the bottom there are placed supporting pins, and also from the rear side of this workpiece there are different supporting or locating planes placed. So now these are the different components of a jig and fixture. Now what does a person convey from this figure? That a jig is nothing but, as I said earlier, it is used for guiding and supporting a tool to get accurate machine at accurate and a desired location, and a fixture is that part or that device which is placed on a machine table, which consists of a different locating pins, supporting pins, a clamping devices which will hold and restrict the degrees of freedom of the workpiece. Okay. Now, as I said earlier, what is a jig? A jig is a special device that holds and supports the tool that is used to machine. Now why is a jig used? A jig is used so that whenever there is larger production rate, at that time a repeated machining operation can be performed with ease. So it is a production tool that is made so that it not only locates and holds the workpiece but also guides the cutting tool and the operation performed. Jigs are usually fitted with hardened steel bushing and guiding drills or other cutting tools. So you can see that whenever a rotating drilling tool passes through the bush, at that time there are chances of that bush material to get removed due to the rotating tool. So the bushing is also made up of a hardened steel so that the drill is properly guided and supported and no material of the drilling bush is removed. A jig is any of large class tools in woodworking, metalworking or some other craft that help in control location of tool. As I said earlier, the basic function of jig is to support and locate and guide the tool at a proper location on the workpiece. The primary purpose of a jig is for repeatability and exact duplication of a part for reproduction. Now whenever you are creating a jig or designing a jig, what the basic function you do, you create a initial masterpiece, you place a plate, from that masterpiece you properly locate the drilling locations or machining locations for which the tool is to be used for machining the workpiece, and then the replicate of that plate is made and proper bushings are inserted so that whenever you insert the next job into the workpiece or into the machining table, at that time it will help for the operator without any skills to repeatedly perform the same operations with accurate dimensions. The example of jig is when key is duplicated. The original is used as a jig so that the new key can have same path as the old one. So rather than this example, one can simply say, as consider a simple block with a hole at a center. Now if you prepare a plate jig with a bushing placed at a center, now if you design the jig in such a way that whenever you place another workpiece on the machining table and when you place that plate jig, or simply you can say that jig plate on the workpiece, and then you pass the drilling tool over it, the drilling tool will be guided through that jig plate, through that bushing onto the workpiece at the desired location. Now further we will be seeing what are the different types. So this is the first type of jig, that is a template jig. Template jig is normally used for accuracy rather than speed. So here, as I said, for repeating operations and for increasing the speed of production or increasing the production rate, normally jigs are preferred. But whenever you require to machine a certain workpiece or you require to remove the metal at an accurate location, template jigs are used. These types of jig fit over and onto the work and usually not clamp. As you know, we have seen the different components of jig and fixture in the previous slide. That is, here you can clearly see a jig plate fitted with jig bush is again located or clamped by using clamping devices such as a clamping screw. Okay, so here in case of template jig, here the clamping of the template jig is not done. So this may have bushings or may not have bushings. Okay, so wherever required, if there are more accuracies to be increased, bushings can be used, and wherever there is less accuracy required, bushings cannot be used. Usually this plate is made up of hardened steel so that the tool may not wear out the material from the jig plate. Okay, so remember one thing in template jig, that whenever you remove a material from a similar workpiece, you can clearly see that there are mainly this job or workpiece is to be machined at a standard or a accurate location. Hence, rather than increasing the speed and accuracy, for accurate location, template jig is used. Only one thing is to be remembered, template jigs are never clamped by using clamping devices. Next is plate jig. These are similarly as of template jig. Now only the difference is, here plate jigs are also used to machine the workpiece at accurate location, but plate jigs are clamped. At the bottom of the plate jig, in the below figure, you can simply see a screw is or a clamping screw is located that will clearly hold the plate jig at the desired location, and also it will not only hold the plate jig at the desired location, but it will also clamp the workpiece at the proper location. these jigs also can be made with or without bushing depending upon the number of parts to be made. Now why bushings are inserted? See, whenever there is less amount of repeatability or batch type production, the number of workpieces are to be done are at less number, this type of jigs are preferred without bushings. And whenever there are large number of workpieces to be generated with a repeated mode or a larger production rate, bushings are preferred, and bushings are also made of a hardened steel. Okay. Next is a table jig. A table jig is nothing but, as you can see, a part is located at the bottom. Upside there is the jig plate fixed. Now there are bushings provided at the top so that they will clearly guide, and also they will not only guide, they will also support the tool so that will clearly locate the workpiece at desired location, and the holes that are to be generated at the workpiece that will be at a desired location and of accurate dimensions. Only the difference between plate and a table jig is that the overall view of that table jig, whenever you look from the sideways, there are two footings that are to be located on either ways, and at the middle there are bushings that are located of a hardened steel, so that may not wear out the table jig plate that is to be placed over the workpiece. Next are sandwich jigs. What are sandwich jig? A sandwich jig is nothing but consists of two jig plates, that is, one jig plate is placed at the bottom and below there is a backing plate. Now where the sandwich jigs are used? Sandwich jigs are used whenever there are only, you can say, you have to machine similar point or similar location with two different dimensions, that is, you have to generate a stepwise hole. At that time sandwich jigs are used. You can see in a sandwich jig there is a clamping screw which is placed at the bottom, or you can say which is placed at the sideways to properly locate or clamp the workpiece. Also there are support pins placed here so that these support pins will properly locate. That is, from this figure you can clearly see that full proofing of this component is properly done. If you try to place the component in a vertical direction or in another orientation, the component will not be properly located and it will not be having restricted degrees of freedom. So this is kind of a full proofing done here. Now here the backing plate and the top jig plate is placed such a way that whenever you have to machine these holes, they are properly inserted and the holes are generated at that proper location due to the upper jig. So initially what you can do, you can initially insert the tool or the drill tool with a less diameter, and then whatever you can do, that a drill tool with a greater diameter is to be again guided and pass through that drill bushing in the next repeated operations. So remember, this type is used mostly for softer parts, and this type of jig is used for stepwise drilling or stepwise machining operation at a same point. Coming to the next, that is angle plate jigs. So what are angle plate jigs? Angle plate jigs are nothing but a simple, you can say, a simple jig that is used or that consists of a bushings or jig bushings that will help to angle or to drill the hole or to machine certain workpieces at certain angle of orientation, that is at angles other than 90 degree. Now why we require such type of angle jigs? Whenever you can see, we require the angle jigs, that is whenever there is a slanting side, or you can say there are different taper operations performed on a certain workpiece, and whenever you have to drill a certain hole on that tapered side, you basically require this type of angle jigs. Here you can see a bed is placed at the bottom so that the job is rested clearly upon that bed. Now there is a clamping screw inserted from the top so that the degrees of freedom are restricted. Now whenever you require to machine the job at a particular angle, the angle plate that is placed at the bottom, that angle depends upon at what angle you have to machine the job. So removable bushing is placed at the top, the plate is placed at the top. Upon that, upon the desired location, the bushing is placed, and then the drilling tool is guided and supported through that bushing. So you can see where there are angle hole and there are more, you can say clearance is required. At that time, angle plate jigs are to be preferred. So remaining part of the types of jig we will be seeing in the next lecture. Thank you very much.